Sir Lewis Hamilton is synonymous with success in Formula 1, boasting 7 World Championships, 103 Grand Prix wins and multiple records. He is considered one of the greatest drivers in history, but recent struggles raises the question, has he lost his edge? This video covers Hamilton's rise to fame and what the future holds in 2023 and beyond. Hamilton's passion for racing began in early childhood. At age 6, his father purchased a go-kart for him, under the condition that he strive academically. Despite financial difficulties, his parents made significant sacrifices to support Hamilton's racing endeavours, prioritizing his passion over their own needs.
Describing my dad, he was hard but loving at the same time, super supportive, encouraging, showing me discipline, showing me responsibility, all these different things that a child needs. He provided me with a sense of direction, a sense of purpose in helping me discover what I was good at. And obviously I discovered racing, and the most important thing, he was loving.
After a few years of karting, Hamilton became the youngest driver to win the British Cadet Karting Championships at the age of 10. Hamilton famously contacted the McLaren Formula 1 boss, Ron Dennis, writing, "Hi, I'm Lewis Hamilton. I won the British Championship, and one day I'll be driving your cars." Ron Dennis wrote back saying, "Phone me in 9 years and we'll sort something out." Hamilton kept progressing and eventually in 2000 raced in Formula Super A Series, which is the highest ranking of go-karting. But Hamilton wanted more. He wanted to race F1 cars. In 2001, the legendary F1 driver Michael Schumacher said, "He's a quality driver, very strong and only 16. If he keeps this up, I'm sure he'll reach F1. In 2002, there was a rumor about Hamilton becoming the youngest ever F1 driver. But Hamilton didn't want that. He said, "I don't want to be the youngest in Formula 1. I want to be more experienced and then show what I can do in Formula 1. He eventually secured his first place in F1 in 2007 with McLaren, after first being signed when he was 13 years old. He even won his first race in only his 6th start, making him the youngest driver to win a Grand Prix at the time. He also got the record for most consecutive podium finishes from debut, and joint most wins in a debut season, showing that Hamilton was here to stay. Please do subscribe if you're enjoying this video. It only takes a second and it helps out the channel massively. Thank you, now back to Lewis. During his career in F1, Hamilton had some intense battles, especially with Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel. These rivalries were absolutely epic and made a great watch for people enjoying F1. One of Hamilton's most memorable rivalries was with Fernando Alonso. During the 2000 season, the two drivers had a heated battle the whole season, even being teammates. But eventually Hamilton got the best of Alonso, finishing second in the championship while Alonso came third. Hamilton's rivalry with Sebastian Vettel was another highlight of his career. The two drivers had numerous on-track battles, with Vettel often coming out on top. However, Hamilton's relentless determination made a lot of people believe he eventually surpassed Vettel as the overall better driver. Hamilton's relationship with his father has been a cornerstone in his life and career. His father, Anthony Hamilton, was instrumental in nurturing Hamilton's love for racing and was always by his side, even when times were tough. Anthony made numerous sacrifices for Hamilton's career, including giving up his job to travel with him to races.
The center of who I am, I always remember driving around Ride House. My dad was the only father that would go out on the track.
Sir Lewis Hamilton's relentless pursuit of victory is one of his defining traits of his career. His competitive spirit has fueled his passion for motorsports and driven him to achieve success. This drive has been evident from a young age and has been the key factor in his rise to the top of F1. One of the most memorable examples of Hamilton's drive was his performance at the 2008 Monaco Grand Prix. After a controversial qualifying session, Hamilton started from the pit lane and had to fight his way through the field. Despite the odds against him, he charged through the field, overtaking several cars on his way to an incredible victory.
At his second attempt, he contributed to McLaren's illustrious history at the circuit, and he became the first Englishman to win there since Graham Hill in 1969.
Fantastic job, as always, and I apologise for hitting the barrier, but I made up for it, so let's go and party tonight, alright?
Another example of Hamilton's drive was his ability to win the F1 Championship 4 seasons in a row from 2017 to 2020. In 2008 and in 2013, Hamilton drove at the Top Gear test track. The first time around, he came third, even though it was wet. But in 2013, he beat all the other drivers, including Vettel and legendary F1 driver Nigel Mansell, by over a second.
And Lewis Hamilton, you did it in 1:42.9. Unbelievably fast time.
The 2021 season culminated in a highly debated finale, with Hamilton and Max Verstappen tied in points heading into the final race at Abu Dhabi. The year-long battle between the two drivers seemed to be in Hamilton's favour.
Title decider under the lights here in Abu Dhabi. It's lights out, away we go, and Hamilton gets a decent start. And he's...
But a crash by Latifi made the race stop, and a safety car was in place, allowing Verstappen to pit and switch to fresher tyres.
Will we get any more racing laps or not? What jeopardy at the end of this Grand Prix, the end of this World Championship.
As the finish line approached, it appeared the season would end under the safety car, granting Hamilton the win. However, as documented in Netflix Drive to Survive, Red Bull's Horner approached race director Michael Masi, requesting that lap cars be removed, giving Verstappen 1 lap to overtake Hamilton and claim the championship.
And it's harsh on Hamilton.
Masi's controversial decision to only unlap drivers ahead of Verstappen, coupled with his new tyre advantage, allowed Verstappen to overtake and win the title.
In 2021, Max Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world.
Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff expressed his dissatisfaction with Masi's decision, but was met with the famous response, "It's called a motor race. We went car racing."
You need to reinstate the lap before. That's not right.
Toto?
Yes.
It's called a motor race, okay?
Sorry?
We went to car racing.
The subsequent years saw Hamilton facing difficulties, marking the first time in his career without a victory. The Mercedes vehicle appeared to lack the pace compared to the competition, and Red Bull's dominance continued, with Max Verstappen securing a record number of wins. Will Hamilton be able to bounce back to his dominant form in 2023? Only time will tell. Outside of motorsports, Hamilton has also established himself as a successful businessman and entrepreneur. He has several ventures in fashion and sustainability, using his platform to make a difference in the world beyond the sport. One of his most notable ventures is his clothing line, Tommy X Lewis, which he launched in collaboration with Tommy Hilfiger. The line is centered around sustainability, with a focus on using environmentally friendly materials and reducing waste. Another business venture is his investment in plant-based food company NeatBurger. Hamilton has been a vocal advocate for plant-based diets, and the venture aligns with his personal values and beliefs. The business has been successful, with several locations opening across the UK and Europe. As one of the most successful drivers in Formula 1 history, Lewis Hamilton has many potential paths for his future after retiring from the sport. Hamilton has shown interest in continuing to grow his fashion brand and making a difference through sustainability initiatives. He's also expressed interest in racing in other motorsports categories and potentially even starting his own racing team. Sir Lewis Hamilton has proven that with hard work, determination and a drive to succeed, anything is possible.